Hello everyone, I am MS Karande working in KKV Polytechnic IT department. Today I am going to explain the concept of arrays in C programming language. So let us first try to understand what do you mean by array, where they are used and how to declare and initialize them. So let us start with the concept of array. Now usually why do we require array? So suppose if in a class I have to put the marks of 1000 students. So if I create only 1000 variables to declare all the marks of 1000 students, it will create a huge difficulty while writing the program. So it is not a good concept to declare 1000 variables for all these 1000 marks. So now see here what is the difficulty with declaring the 1000 variables. So here I have to declare up till 1000 variables to store the integer marks of 1000 students. So this is not a good option available and it is not economical in terms of memory and access of these marks. So what is the better alternative to this? So alternative to this in C programming language is arrays. So let us try to understand here. Instead of declaring 1000 variables, what I can do instead of that is that I'll declare one variable called as studMark, which will have 1000 contiguous memory locations in which I will be storing the marks of the 1000 students. So for example, here the index is from 0 to 999. So here in contiguous location, the marks of the 1000 students will be stored. So this will save me the difficulty while declaring the marks of the 1000 students. So let us define what do you mean by array. So array is basically collection of similar type of data item stored at the contiguous memory locations. Like I have just stated that suppose I want to store the integer marks of 1000 students. So it is of the same data type, but the collective name for that is only one. But it will be stored in the 1000 contiguous memory location. So arrays are basically derived data type in C programming language which can store the primitive type. Primitive type means in the sense it could be integer, char, double, float, etc. The array is the simplest data structure where each data element can be randomly accessed by using its index number. Like we have seen in the earlier slide, the index of the array starts with 0 and since 1000 memory locations are there, it will end with the 999. Now let us discuss what are the different types of arrays. So arrays are basically two types, one-dimensional array and multi-dimensional array. Under multi-dimensional array, it could be further divided into two-dimensional array and n-dimensional array. Now what do you mean by one-dimensional array? Like I have given you the example that suppose if I want to store the marks of 1000 students. So it is having only one indices which starts from 0 and it ends with 999. So such type of array could be considered as one-dimensional array. Now let us see how to declare this one-dimensional array. Now here as per the syntax, so first we have to mention the data type. Now I have already told you that array is nothing but it is a collection of the similar data type. So here the data type it could be either int, char, double or float. Next the array name means for 1000 memory location only one name would be given and then in square bracket the size will be given. Like suppose storing 1000 students, the size will be 1000 here. Now next let us see how to declare this array. So here I have stated two examples. So suppose if I want to store the marks of 5 students, so I'll write it something like this, int marks and in square bracket how many data items I want to store. So 5 is equals to, now curly brackets, within curly brackets I'll write down the marks of the 5 students. Now since the data type is integer, as you can see all the 5 numbers are integer. Now this is one way to initialize the one-dimensional array. Now another requirement could be that here since you are already declaring and initializing the array, so it is not necessary to write the size here. But if you are only declaring the array, then you have to mention the size of the array. This is another one more way to initialize the array. Now as you can see here suppose for the first element the indices starts with 0 and it ends with the 4. So in 0th location 80 value is stored, 1st location 60 is stored, 2nd 70, next 85 and 4th location 75 value is stored. So here we have already seen how many different types in which we can declare and initialize our array. Now let us next see one example for this. Now here first when we write the program we have to first declare the array. Now in our examples we are saying the storing the marks of 5 students. So here I have declared int marks 5. Then later on, as in the earlier slide, I will be initializing the different elements of array, and to go through each element of the array I am using the for loop to go through it. Now here you can see within the for loop from 0 to 5 I will be printing each and every element of this array. In our examples, this marks is our one-dimensional array with the capacity of storing the size of 5 elements, and as you can see outputs will be some. Now one more example I have taken is that suppose now in earlier example I have initialized directly the array. Now suppose if I want to take the elements of the array from the user, then in this case I'll be using one for loop and I'll be using the scanf within it. Now we know that scanf function is used to take the input from the user. So here you can see here after declaration of array I'll be using the for loop, and within this for loop body I'll use the scanf statement and I'll take each and every element from the user, and then later on you can print this element. So here you can see the sample output like this. Thank you.